Watching the Today Show could actually save your life. That is exactly what happened for one viewer, and it all started with this segment back in 2015.
Yeah, so I had a mole on my left ankle that was kept changing colour for the last 6 months of 2007, and my wife kept saying, go and get it checked, go and get it checked. And I was a truck driver working long hours. I had no idea. I thought it may be a blister from my work boots. So I finally listened to what my wife said, went to the GP and got it checked, and it turns out it was a melanoma, 1.95 millimetres deep. So I ended up getting referred to the Melanoma Institute of Australia, and the melanoma had actually spread to one lymph node in my groin. I was then diagnosed stage 3 melanoma, had all my lymph nodes taken out.
Well, our next guest just happened to be watching that morning, and it prompted him to get his own skin checked. Melanoma survivor Dan Morelli joins us now. Dan, good morning to you. Run us through how all of this happened.
Well, I was actually running late for work, and I got in to watch a little bit of the Today Show, and saw that segment and gave me a bit of a laugh, and I thought, well, hang on, I'll get to work and I'll book in a skin check as soon as I can. Turns out that, yeah, got in there, went to the dermatologist, got it all checked out, and I had stage 3 melanoma.
So did the doctors give you any idea what would have, how close you came if you hadn't gone to get it checked that early?
Well, yeah, the thing with melanoma is it gets in, can start as small as anything, as a little mole you don't understand, and you then go in there and it goes straight to your lymph nodes. So I was diagnosed with stage 3, which means it goes and gets to your lymph nodes. It can then go to stage 4, which means it then spreads through your bloodstream and into some of your vital organs. So didn't quite get to that bad for me, but yeah, it just shows you that anything as small as a tiny mole can then lead to something that can be much more drastic.
You mentioned seeing this segment and that prompted the skin check, but had you ever had your skin checked before?
No, actually, like the guy that was saying in that segment, his my girlfriend at the time was bugging me to go and get something done, go and get my skin checked and all that, and I would, typical sort of bloke answer, oh, she'll be right, no, don't worry about it too much. And then I saw that, and if the truckie could go and get a skin check, I thought, well, hang on, I might go and do one myself, and lo and behold, yeah, it was lucky I did.
So how are things, talk us through the treatment that you had to have and how things are going for you now.
So I went and got the original pathology tests and sent off to get it all tested, and came back, and I had to go and see an oncologist who then took me into hospital to get the cancer taken out completely, and that was one of the photos that's just come up before, big triangle out of the back, out of my left arm under here. And then it was tested, take a lymph node out, and that was sent off to pathology, and if that came back positive, I had another lymph node clearance, which is where they take all your lymph nodes out under your, or in the area that it came back positive in. So unfortunately I was back for another one within 2 weeks, another operation. So since then though, I go back every couple of months to get another test and diagnosis, and then, yeah, sit back and wait for the results.
Yeah, well, time to pay it forward. What should we look out for on our own skin, and how should other blokes out there, or women of course, be looking out and be heading off to the doctor?
Yeah, so obviously coming into summer, you've got to keep an eye on your skin, make sure you're wearing all the proper skin protection, sun cream, anything you can to get out of the sun and not sit back and just relax. But the main thing is to look for moles, anything that changes colour, anything that is I guess they call it asymmetrical in shape. You can't just rely on the old age tale that, you know, it's going to just be something red and itchy, because mine was definitely nothing like that. It was just something that wasn't even noticeable until I went to the doctor and he had a look. So yeah, it's kind of scary that way, that it can just turn from nothing to something really quickly. I
can see you're wearing a beard season t-shirt there. Can you tell us about that organisation and how it works with people to get these skin checks?
Well, yeah, it was the brainchild of Jimmy Niggles, a guy from Sydney who, as you've probably seen around, that he grows a beard. It's probably about 2 foot long. He's looking to actually sell his beard for about $1 million, or he's trying to think for $1 million, to then try and fund and set up a free skin cancer clinic for people around Australia. So, you know, it's a really good cause. The guys are really, you know, you grow a beard, people often ask you, why have you grown the beard? And you can always say that it's something to do with the beard season, and you're just encouraging people to go and get a skin check, which is, you know, really important in our Australian climate and culture down here. So. And
I think you have certainly done that for all our viewers today. Dan, we wish you luck with your journey. And if you have any concerns at home, you can always head to your local GP for a skin check. We recommend you do.
Absolutely. Big bucks in beards too, apparently, which is good.